Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my drug kingpin overlord mastermind plan. Once again, this is the Bree and Joe Show. I'm your host, Joe, and we're going to be playing. So, Wango Bango, we've got our settlers. We're coming down. Middle of nowhere, it looks like. Hold on, let's take a look around here. So, whenever I like to play Rimworld, I like to get a view of what we're doing here. And wow, look at all of this. Oh, wait, mud. 100. Oh, is this the fertile area? I wonder if I can even grow on mud. We have a pretty nice little basin in here. This could make a good little base. Just build up right here. We have some limestone. Looks like we have some compacted steel inside. It's not a bad base. Could also set up right in here. Just block off these two areas. Have a nice big square. Let's see where the nearest geothermal plant is. Okay, right there. So these are great because they keep the colonists warm throughout the winter. Don't have to waste a lot of money on heaters, and it's actually in a pretty defensible area. Not a lot of room to build around it. Let's see if there's one other. Ooh, I love all this fertile land right here. All about the fertile land. Oh, the growing season. I have some steel out here. Wow! A lot of steel out here. Okay. I need to gather all that up before I forget. I think I saw a bear down here somewhere. Looks like we have a couple of buildings from the other colonists. Ah, okay, we have a mega sloth. A whole bunch of boar. Looks like we're hunting boars. That's excellent. That's a great food source. And also, taming them is very important. Another geothermal plant, but it's too close to the edge of the map. And then these little houses here. Interesting. We have a nice little pre-built storage shed, if we choose to. Though we are kind of far away from the meat. It looks like our food's pretty scattered around. I think this is going to be the base. I think right here, we're going to start building it up. We're gonna build a little house right around this geothermal plant to keep us warm. We have all this area to grow in, just like a big field area right here, and we'll kind of build our base down here. This should work. The fields can be open, open to the animals. We'll just wall off this area, wall off this area, wall off this area. Bam! Big base right in here. I like it. I like it a lot. I love it. Alright, so first off, Slug, you're actually not that bad at shooting. Oh, actually, you're terrible at shooting. There she is, May. May, you're getting the assault rifle. Magic, you're all about the pistols. Bam. Slug, you have a mace. Get all this stuff unauthorized so that people can use them. There's a little baby chinchilla. She loves it. This thing. Juvenile female tail teeth. I don't know what the hell this thing is. What are you? These ferocious predators owes its name to its vicious tactics, slowly approaching an unaware drinking prey. It uses its massive tail to attract them into the deep water. The teeth is generally the last vision you can get from this terrible creature. Interesting. So it basically is a crocodile. So it likes raw meat, corpses, processed foods, and kibble. Alright. It's pretty smart. It's pretty wild. Interesting. And it doesn't really do well in the cold, but better than most. Okay, let's see what it can train. Obedience and release. Probably pretty good. Because it could definitely help us hunt some stuff. Get all this brown ale. People will be subsisting on ale for a little while. More steel. Fantastic. More wood. Wango Bango. Okay, so let's set up some priorities here. Now, one of the mods that I have installed allows this planner, and this planner is so important. So, if you guys thought that episode 1 was a little slow, hey, episode 2, probably going to be a little slow too. Or maybe I'll tell that one episode 0. This is episode 1, planning. So first off, I'd like to cut this area out. Let's get rid of all of this, because we don't need it, and that should make some pretty big rooms. So I have a big barracks room, like so. Oops. Like that. We'll have another adjoining room, probably right around here. Give them enough space. This will be the dining room. Nice big dining room. We'll have a little hallway leading off here. Opens up into another room. Let's make this the kitchen. Should be large enough. Separate doors going down. This will have a little hallway again. And this will be our freezer area. Right now we probably won't have a lot of food, so I'm not going to worry about making it too large, just trying to make everything compact. So we have barracks, Open area. This isn't symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I did it here, it'd be better. Alright. That's the way I'm going to have to do it, because the anti-symmetry is still messing with me. So this lines up to about here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that looks better. Dining room's a little bit smaller, but hey, who cares? We have some cherry trees here. Oh, that's nice. I'll have to chop them down, but good. That should be enough for my people to start with. So then let's start actually planning it out. So orders, we're going to need to mine out all of this. And then we're going to need some walls. So some to here. And some to here. And to here. We need some this way. Now we're going to have a lot of problems in the beginning, just because we don't have anybody who can build, I don't think. I will do it with this, like that, so. Bango, bango. Perfect. That looks good, and then we'll just have a little wall connecting this up. So we have a nice little hallway. Over door here, here, and here. So that we can just worry about that. Maybe we should close this off, actually. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Boop, and boop. We'll cancel. Let's go to cancel orders. Boop, and boop, boop. Just like so. Perfect. That's going to annoy me. We're going to have to do it like that. There we go. Good. That should give us more than enough storage space. Now, right now, we don't really have a place to store anything, so I'm just going to say zone/area, stockpile, all of our stuff right around here. You know, I think that's probably safe. And I might actually cancel these orders real quick. I know I just laid them out, but in thinking about it, making sure that my people actually build an area to stay in, first off, probably the best idea. So now we know where everything's going to be. We know what it looks like. That's what we'll do. But for now, let's prioritize getting all of our stuff there. Dumping stockpile right here. Bam, and we'll put a couple of doors in right here and right here. Perfect. Go, my minions. Everybody should start eating. They've got some food. I love this little crocodile. I don't know how long it takes for them to grow up. And I don't know why it's a juvenile, but that's pretty cool. Got a little chinchilla. Train him how to be obedient. Make sure that he is A-OK and loving. And she needs to go off and start hunting. Let's get some of these guys out of the way. Ooh, she's not having a good time. Old Maymay sick. Probably from being jettisoned. But this will be good. She'll start training up her shooting, start clearing out these wild boars. My boys will start hauling stuff over and building things. It's exactly what we want. What are you doing? None of them. Now let's go to our work manager real quick and see what's going on here. Don't want any art, because that is just madness. So magic right now, I want you on hauling duty. It's pretty important. And who's our doctor? Probably you too, magic. Everybody's on bed rest if you get hurt. Can anybody cut? Yep. Let's get some cutting in there. Bam. Slug, you are our cook. Always. Let's turn cooking off. Oh, sorry. Let's turn hunting off. Or hunting on for Maymay. I'm sorry. Hunting off for magic. Slug, you are our constructor because nobody else really can. So bam, you're constructor. Grow, you can help. Mine, definitely. You're our only miner. Plant cutting, we'll leave that one. Haul, we'll leave that one. And if not, start hauling. And nobody can clean. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That was what I was afraid of. Magic, you're also on research. Whenever necessary. Oh, good. And he's trying to pull these boar back. Why don't you just... Oh, that's Maymay. So I wonder now if she's done... Huh. Interesting. Anyways, that will provide meat for our little crocodile. Hopefully she's not throwing up on her. Oh, God. So here's Maymay's story, right? She grew up in, like, the dark underground. in the sewers, and that's where she fell in love with her little crocodile named Marty. Let's rename her. How do I rename her? Is it right here? No. Oh no! Marty! Marty has a bond with Slug. I can't believe it. Wow. What are we going to do about that? Betrayed. So originally Marty was supposed to be all about Slug. Or sorry, it was all about Maymay, but now she's in love with Slug. So maybe Slug found her, and while he was mining deep underground, he uncovered like this cool underground water caravan. And then out came Marty, the last little crocodile baby. She's really, really slow. Like, ridiculously slow. So, that's no bueno. But once we get our stuff inside, we have a nice little home, we'll be able to sleep through the night. I think that's pretty important. Maymay, you've done a pretty good job hunting some pigs. What else can you do? Not a whole lot. You can warden, which is pretty important. Negotiate, pretty important. Handle, you're terrible at it. Slug's way better. Crafting, definitely don't want you doing that. Oh my gosh, you're so bad. You can mine. Bam. We might as well have her mining. Because if there's things to do, I don't see why she's not working it, you know? Get us some more steel, and then we have this whole area to clean out. That'll give her something. And then eventually we'll just have all of our stuff stored in here. We'll flip it over. We'll build a secondary storage room up here. And we'll have a nice little colony that we'll be able to work with. This could be a great growing area, actually, because it's very defensible, this little tunnel. Could build some traps in here. Mine this out so that's only sheer facing walls. So it's like a nice little death tunnel. Same thing with here, actually. We just cut this all out. Shim-sham up the surfaces so there's nowhere for people to hide. This is actually kind of bad. We probably want to build a nice big wall right here. But our north and south are pretty safe. Of course, we're protected from the west, from this giant rock wall. And the east is a little disturbing, but not bad. I mean, we open out. Do we have any water nearby? No. I was going to say we might be able to do some fishing. That's a fun mod that I have installed. But it doesn't look like it right now. So hunting is going to pretty much provide our food source for the early season, because I think that we are going to be a whole bunch of drug lords. All about it. So let's get the drugs actually on the roll. So we can grow hop, which is kind of a drug. Coffee, also a drug. Psychoid, here we go. Or maybe we just make some smoke leaf. Let's just make some smoke leaf. Smoke leaf's pretty easy. Old Slug will be able to help out. Don't need a whole lot for it, though we do have to research drug production. When these two were here, old Magic knows how to make them, roll them, do what's best. But unfortunately, he doesn't know how to build the research bench or anything like that. He was kind of one of those guys that once he has the materials, he knows what to do with them, but he's not sure how to make them, you know? Like, carpenters know what they're doing around a saw, but can you ask them to build a saw for you? Probably not. Probably couldn't build you a saw. Bam. Alright. Speed this up a bit just because they're all mining. Got men hauling things around, be able to clear this whole area out. First off, I just want to get everything set up. I want all of my guys to have a nice little warm room to stay in, make sure that we have enough structures that we're able to function, then I'll beautify and make everything nice. I figure, first things first, get everything where we need it. We have a whole bunch of junk laying over here. We're going to need to cut down some more trees to get all this wood. We're going to have to mine out this area. We'll just clean this side up and clean this up. That way everything's pretty. Clean this up. Bam. We'll have our kitchen, our dining room, our kitchen, our freezer. We can cut this room in half, have storage up here, and stay over here, or we can just build the storage over here. I like the idea of having the storage over here. So let's plan out another little room right in here. Oops. This will be our storage room. Bam. Be able to do whatever we want there. We'll still have a way out to the rest of the world, and then we can build like a nice little wall and be safe. You guys don't need beds. Maybe they need beds. You know what? Let's build a couple of beds. I don't see why not. Bam. Bed 1. Bed 2. Bed 3. Build it up, slug. You wimp. Bam. So at least somebody will be able to sleep tonight. And then we should probably get these trees cut down because we are going to need a lot. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Chop wood. Gonna need a lot of wood. Might as well get rid of all these trees laying around because we're not gonna use them. Get rid of these 2 trees. Listen, they have to go. Oh! Slug pulling his weight now that the end of time has happened and their planet exploded. Okay, so here's the backstory, right? So Mei and Magic, they had a cartel of like 50 dudes, right? And they were all running around whatever their little drug planet was. Let's call it Zebulon 5 million. There was a lot of Zebulon planets. They needed a lot of housekeepers and slaves. They bought Slug from his little mining planet like 5 years ago when he was just a young lad. And then all of a sudden, blammo, the drug trade goes up in smoke with the rest of the planet. They're not really sure what happened. There was some kind of like catastrophe, but the core just like evaporated. I'm not sure how it happened. They're not sure how it happened, but the planet started to collapse in on itself because it didn't have a core anymore. So they all rushed to the pods. Mei was just gunning down her fellow gangsters and slaves and servants and things so that she made sure that she could get in the pod. And she was like, Magic, if we're going to get out of here, I'm going to rebuild and you're coming with me. And Magic was like, yes, ma'am, let's do it good, yeah! And they jumped in this pod and they went sailing out into the sea of stars. And then after like a week or two, they hear this thumping in the air vents. And they're like, no, is there an alien in here? Eventually Slug appears. And he'd been eating all of their pistachios and Cheez-Its in the airways. And both Mei and Doc were too weak. And even though Slug's a wimp, they know that he's the key to their survival because neither of them are willing to do the actual work. So that's why they're letting him sleep in the bed right now. That's why. Because they're like, Slug, you're nothing but a servant, but we need you at your best, boy. And he's like, you got it, boss! Alright, Slug, let's get you off mining, though. You probably shouldn't be mining. Because we need you doing other things. Alright? So, get to work. I don't know why we're cutting that grass. We should probably cancel that order. But, grass gets cut super quick anyways. But we're going to need tons of wood so that we can start building up this factory. So, let's get that all underway. Magic, what are you doing? Going for a walk? That's great. But you are definitely growing food, right? Good. Growing, plant cutting, bam. You're all about it. Hauling is number 2 now. I will make that number 2, yeah. You're still our hauler. Okay. Yeah, get planting that smoke weed, boy. Oops. Gonna need a couple more beds. And things will be going well. Mei's just here working in the mines. You know, she went from drug kingpin to a lowly mine worker. She can kind of like feel what's going on. She's not loving it, but it's the way it has to be. She's pretty uncomfortable. She ate without a table, but she's pretty optimistic about her new life. I think once she's able to sleep in a bed, and she has like a nice kind of area to sleep in, it won't be as bad as she thinks, you know? So we'll just let that happen. Got our little chinchilla here, Narda. Narda, who do you love? She's bonded with Magic. Okay, I like that. So Magic's kind of like this crotchety old man. He doesn't really have much going for him. He's not old, but he's 45. You know, he's not doing the best in his whole life. He'd rather just kind of be laying around, you know, clicking on buttons and making drugs. But he's got his little chinchilla, Marta. She was just like this beautiful little creature. He found her on like a trading sales thing. Like an old-timey saloon. He walked in and there was this little chinchilla sitting on the counter, and he was like, "From now on, you're Narda, yeah, and I love you." And the little chinchilla, she was all about it. So now they've got like they're a couple of besties. They love each other. That's all they do is they just sit around and love each other. Okay, so tomorrow I think it's pretty important that we might want a little table. I'd like a smaller table than this. Oh my god! There we go. It's like a nice little table. It's gonna be the dining room anyways. Put a couple of stools around it. That's all you guys need. By magic, you can build them somewhere to eat, somewhere to sleep. Perfect. I mean Slug. Magic, you don't do shit. You're just a boy. Bam. So now tomorrow they can eat and sleep. They'll be feeling a little bit better, and everybody's going to move this wood inside. We should be able to actually start building up the next section of the colony. But I think that's a good place for episode 1. Give me a like and subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. I know the colony is going to be very odd. I have it on the hardest difficulty. I'm surprised we haven't been attacked and murdered yet, but hopefully we will soon. So, make sure to hit that notification button. Once again, I've been Joe. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello, everybody, and we're back with more Rimworld. We've got our drug kingpin, Maymay. We've got Magic, her master engineer / drug scientist, and Slug, their useless cabin boy, who's the hero of the colony because he's the only one who does anything. Right now, we're working on building up, something special, and I'll be right back. Hello, this is Joseph Hickey. Oh, how are you? Very good, thank you. Well, I was interested in the computer editing / multimedia class. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's one of the career... Let me just... Hold on. I have my Google right in front of me. Give me 1 second.